From WTTW's Wild Chicago, please welcome Chicago Emmy winner, Will Klinger.
Yeah, Will Klinger. Come on down, my boy. Hello. Good to see you. You sit over there. I'm not going to make it. Here we are at the Museum of Broadcast Communications. It is a little bit of Chicago history. I mean, we've known each other for a while, and we have that historical thing where we both either are hosting or have hosted Wild Chicago, that hit show on Channel 11.
Don't you think the nude hippo people thought that there would be like some real tension between us? They thought, we'll throw these guys in front of the cameras,
yeah,
and they'll be like Jerry Springer.
Yeah, like,
you son of a... Hey!
But, what did I want? I wanted to say...
That we're part of history.
Well, we are, yeah. But, you know, I did think... We've never really talked about the show so much, and I really wanted to find out from you what has been your experience, say, from the beginning when you took over the show. Like, just what was it like for you, and what did they give you some instructions, or just how did it all go? All I know is that when I left, they hired 3 people to take my job.
2 people. It was me and Laura Meager.
Yeah, but Harvey too.
Oh, and Harvey Moshman.
I was producing the show.
Yeah, not many people know that you were producing and hosting.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing that. I mean, you were answering the letters, for God's sake.
Oh, it was nuts. Yeah.
I can't imagine doing that. Yeah, exactly. So our workload is not nearly as high as yours was by the end there.
Yeah. Well, that's why I went nuts.
But they definitely threw us into the breach. I mean, they didn't tell us anything. And from the word go, we weren't just hosting our pieces, but we were editing our pieces. We were going into a room with an editor and going, that goes there, this goes here. Yeah. And that was a great education. Yeah. I mean, it was like learning on the job, but it was cool. Yeah. And I started out being very, very, meticulous about the way I put a piece together. Editing now, you know what it's like. Yeah, I'll look at a tape, I'll take a few notes, I'll go in an editing room, and it's so much easier. Right. It's so much easier. I was so anal in the early years, you know.
It is funny, and nobody will ever notice the difference between, you know. No. Although now, with Ben Loves Chicago, couldn't wing it so much because we were working with this Avid, this technology, the Avid, you know, and you just can't. It's like what word processing does to text. This is what a computer can do for sound and picture. So you can just move things all around. You can do anything you want and go crazy with, you know, all the possibilities. But you can't just stick in the tape and kind of go, oh, I like that, I like that. It just doesn't work that way. So I had to come up with a paper edit for every single segment, which was like a re-education. But, you know, it was worth it because the pieces became longer. And I thought that's because they had more meat, you know, so it was okay, you know, I like that. And Avid is probably where, you know, we'll be going for the rest of the time in TV, you know.
The technology of the future.
Yes, I see it now.
I'm sure the people at the Nude Hippo show work with Avid.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're cutting edge.
Are you going to, what do you think about L.A.? You know, everybody... Somebody's already made reference. Rich Coase already made reference to
a lot of people flooding to LA.
Moving on, yeah. Where are you in that?
Well, you know, Rich and I were talking back in the green room earlier.
The men's room? Oh, yeah.
You know, for the kind of stuff that we like to do, you know, there's not a lot of places you can do it, whether it's in LA or here. I mean,
have you investigated?
Well, I've gone out to LA and, you know, for pilot season and auditioned for stuff, and
but
a lot of my friends from Second City are out there. And a lot of them disappeared, you know. It scares me that some of them are so talented, you'd think they would be, boom, working like crazy, and they haven't, you know, worked much at all. Really? You know, one guy, I've had 6 days of work this year, you know. And he's been on ER and Seinfeld and some of the other things, but it's only a day player thing, you know. So I sort of dread LA. I hope it's not inevitable. But it
sounds like a Randy Newman song. I dread L.A. You could write that. Give it to Weird Al.
If you look around, how many places are doing the kind of stuff we get to do on camera, really having the freedom to do what we do?
Yeah.
Not in the other stations. They're doing a lot of syndicated stuff. Weather and sports is the only original programming they're doing.
Yeah. And the people who make the big money in this town are the anchors.
Right.
Not
the
us,
guys with the blow-dried hair.
Yeah. Well, why hasn't the show gone national, in your opinion? Because how many times do you wish you had a nickel for every time somebody said, hey, why doesn't it go national? Right?
Yeah. And, you know, I think there's been Nibbles, the guy that produces America's Funniest Video.
Oh, yeah.
America's Funny. he was interested for a while, but I know he would have turned into, like, you know, Bob Saget in a studio somewhere. But I don't think anybody's really put their nose to the grindstone and really pitched it hard enough. I think if they went to, you know, some of these places and really tried hard, but
No.
and of course I have you to thank for leaving your show.
That's right.
So I could
You took
take
my
your
job.
gig. Ah, you son of a! I got a Jerry. Where's Jerry Springer?
All right, well, listen, before you go, Will, would you be so kind as to sign your picture here
This is what Jay Leno used to
to
do,
the big
right?
naked, big fat nude hippo show, huh? And ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Will Klinger. Been a great guest. Yeah. We'll be right back. Yeah. Oh, you spelled it wrong.